Patriot safety Jaron Harmon arrested for trying to bring 58 grams of marijuana from Costa Rica. It's an off season for arrest. Clap, clap. This fucking Michael Bennett shit looking at a felony. what? What'd you tag him in? Dude, I tagged your ass in that. Yeah, look up. That's an RZL. Like, I tagged fucking Robert. I tagged Robert Jackson's ass in it a long time ago, like last year, some point. He was like, "Bruh, no, fuck that." And every time we played, we'd get in a party and I'd be like, "Hi, stranger." It's okay. You can look. That was actually probably a bad thing to share before we both get thrown into our prison game. What? Your first reply just needs to be, "What? I miss you." I'm waiting on him to join. The stream's up though. I'm getting ready to post it. Here he is. Alright, playbook set. Jersey set. Alright, stream being posted to page tone. I'm gonna be a little rusty since I didn't get to play Conley after I beat the brakes off them damn Rams. That boy was trash. Dude, like every time I lined up on the Rams 2 weeks ago to play him, his safeties would be pulled down to the line with one-on-one on the outside. No over-top help. And he was getting salty because I would throw a fly route. If you ain't going to give safety help and I got receivers that can outrun your defenders, what the fuck?
And this is the NFL on EA Sports.
You got to protect your weaknesses on defense.
Game, a very good defense will be on the field. The Bengals are
now, for me to protect my weaknesses on defense, I about need a Gatling gun on the top of my stadium shooting the offense.
Well, the snow started about 2 hours ago, and it doesn't show any signs of letting up soon as we join you from Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio.
The
scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward.
Good pass, Trey.
As he'll be marked down right around the 31. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Get that shit right. I think with all the practice squad glitches and shit that it's a good thing.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Yeah, like, I got some fucking practice squad players, and they're, like, in their 30s. I'm like, bitch, why would I keep 37-year-old practice squad players? Oh, yeah, you're an Eagles fan. What do you think of this Michael Bennett shit after y'all just signed him to a deal?
On the play, it'll be second down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw in that play. No gain.
So, like, you want to be like, yay, we got a great new player, but then it's like, oh, he beat an old woman's ass? What?
Back right around the 48-yard line. He probably feels like he cannot get a break.
And it's not like he beat an old woman that could walk that was being an asshole to him. He beat a fucking paraplegic old woman. That's like 2 strikes on anybody's morality card.
After being sacked 7 times last week,
like, even if you're a piece of shit, that's a line you don't cross.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime.
Anyways, Cowboys signed Allen Hurns, and I'm really happy about it.
It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Yoder. Nice footwork at the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
That was a good screen. That was a good screen. I gotta give him credit. He got my ass on that one.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one down to the 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Back to throw. They set up the screen to Ajayi.
Wow, okay.
Dolphins touchdown. Jay Ajayi with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins take it right
Will
down
be
and
the
score
game
on
of
the opening
screens,
drive.
apparently. Oh, well.
Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded
That's like,
6.
in real life, he would at least like swat the ball away thinking it was attacking him.
26-yard line.
Ooh.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see
That's
about
the important
call.
part, being user-controlled and
decent
being
game,
oblivious.
But all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating?
I should
The
have,
guys who just
but
gave up that
I knew
play.
that was a holding penalty. Yeah. I didn't want to waste his stamina.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Because it saves all the videos. Like forever.
He'll look to throw.
Twitch only saves them for a set amount of time.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you
Plus, I had like issues back when I used Twitch of my streams lagging real bad.
Just down a touchdown, you know. I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some
I
teams
used to use the
that when they
Twitchy.
get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Freeman.
Boom!
Way in for a Cincinnati score.
Oh, yeah, I figured he was.
Big play there. His
Bro, my dude bit dirt, got up, and
the
still
Bengals are
went.
an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Yeah. He fucking smacked his face on the dirt, bro. Like, I was going to throw it to him then, and then I had to wait on him to get back up and run his route.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the
Like,
kicks
that fucked my play all up.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know the fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it.
What I love is when the ball's on the ground, there's like 80 people jumping into the pile, and it takes like 10 seconds for it to give the ball to the wrong team.
Staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves, despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
It's like, no, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
Here's Ajayi. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every
Yeah.
year, we talk about very few
Yeah,
tight ends
unless they
coming
do
into
a
the
custom
league that are
roster
polished
and bring in
blockers
the
or has
trades.
to do it a lot in college. So it's a
And
constant
I don't-
struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide.
Oh, shit. Wait till you see this hit.
We have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers and plays that we're calling right, the right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well because so many things coming at you. You got to make sure that you're really locked in.
I know, dude.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right
And I've got two damn good safeties, too.
Now they run with Mixon. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team.
Hey, what?
One-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there,
yeah,
one broken
story of my life.
The rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And it's a fumble.
I'm an idiot. I should have dove. I should have slid. I should have slid.
24-yard line.
Damn it.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
I would have cried.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Dude, actually, I've hit somebody like that and fucked their world up. Like quarterback, broken collarbone, and he fumbled.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Miami first down. That
There's a way I'd have the option to shank your partner.
I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his third catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just
okay, because we're going to find out.
He's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both.
Oh, don't worry. I'm an EMT. I'm going to save you after I stab you. But you're going to pay for that Romo comment, damn it.
He'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up
I'll miss your vittles.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Technically, his career ended due to the superb play of Dak Prescott.
Guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit, but how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back now with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins.
You know what? I hope y'all trade Foles, and I hope Carson Wentz tears his ACL. First play of the season.
Here we go. 3-19.
I know. That's why I said I hope you trade Foles, and then Wentz will tear his ACL on the first play of the season. Because then you wouldn't have Foles as a backup to take you to a Super Bowl.
Strength, but not much room to operate. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
You know what, though? You think that's hurtful to them? Think about how hurtful this is to Nick Foles. I just won a team a Super Bowl, and I'm still not their starting quarterback. Their first Super Bowl ever, and I still can't be their starting quarterback. Think about that.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progression.
Like, even though he comes out and says it's Carson's team, you know that's got to hurt.
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often
How'd you
bring
get
in
a power
baseball
drill?
guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect
That
slide
sucks
to
ass.
avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning,
like last season, Tone, both of my safeties were like first and second for defensive rookie of the year.
Tough catch though, falls incomplete.
Like they both balled the fuck out for no apparent reason.
He's sacked back around the 28. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally.
That shit always happens, though. It's like, hey, I'm going to play my ass off. Oh, no, bone collarbone. Oopsie.
He held on to it and took a big sack.
They're able to convert on third down, and that's
John Ross balling the fuck out. He's already got like 16 touchdowns. And he got like 6 in one game, but Rams are at.
On play action, they'll throw.
Oh! I knew that blitz was going to come in handy. The honey badger was waiting.
Throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game
Wait, your power drill that comes with a battery did not come with a charger.
It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let me make sure I just heard that right.
Tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
You might want to call the company you bought that bitch from, because something ain't right. Uh-oh! Pick off!
Picked off down at the 10.
Nope. That shit's going to be a pick six, baby. Go, 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 go. Do not get caught by a jive. Damn it.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Now Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Wait, hold on, Tom. Does the cord plug into the battery itself or into the drill?
Solid job up front.
What is it?
A solid job all the way around to get that one.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run.
Okay.
End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff team.
What brand of drill did you get?
Send this one away.
Okay, good.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 28.
That's a good brand. I just want to make sure you didn't buy some shit brand that'd tear up 2 days from now.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they're through the end,
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Or so you don't lose it as easy, you mean?
And he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively,
that's just how tools do.
And sack are on their play sheet.
Especially 10mm socket.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Yoder.
Bruh, my safety's forced another fumble.
Evades the tackler and now some space. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult, that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't.
I missed an extra point.
That is caught inside the 5.
Yeah, I'm apparently retarded.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got.
After all the work I put into John Ross, his ass better hold on to that shit.
That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there.
Yeah.
With his second touchdown of the game, number 7
I want
on
to
the
change
year.
that, man.
And the Bengals add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember.
If
but
I
this
had my
time,
Cowboys,
he
I
gets it
wouldn't
to
be
go.
going random.
Well, we looked at each
I'd be
other
keeping
right
them
away. We knew
bitches.
that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense.
That is a very bad idea, Tone.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points.
I know so. Why would you even think that's a good idea?
Empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum.
It's like saying, let's see if it'll go through the quarter panel of my car.
That's a bad possession
No.
all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They run with Ajayi. He finds an opening past the 40 and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They run again with Ajayi.
That's what she said.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A real badass. Don't sit here trying to make sure his ass ain't gonna catch on fire.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. And they're going to go soft on the corners. He'll drop to throw. And the hit jarred it loose.
Nope. Drop that shot.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them
That ain't happening in my house.
They come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of
I know that feeling, dude. Like, as a kid, I had ADHD.
What I'm doing. Why should
Probably
I make
still
any
do,
changes?
but
there are
that motherfucking coffee, energy drink, none of that shit touches me unless I'm on my last leg of exhaustion.
It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step
I know, right?
And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down. 3rd and 5.
Let's see what I can do here.
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete. The contact.
I didn't see that dude there.
Free and brings
Damn,
up 4th
Snow.
down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. So now here come the Dolphins. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He don't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route.
Wow.
Okay. They've got
Okay.
another first down.
That's cute.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And again this time to the tailback. Down to the 25.
Yep.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the
Like,
clock will
anytime
stop
my
with 33
quarterback's like
seconds to
that,
go in the
that
first
shit hits
down.
the dirt.
After the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up
Oh,
third
it's a
down.
deep ball. It's got to touch the back of the
but to no benefit
field.
at all.
Okay, now I can launch.
Scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. On now the Miami field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
That shit sucks.
They'll throw
Oh, yeah.
the final play. Going deep downfield for Ross. And they can't get action as it falls incomplete. And we've seemingly lost communication with Larry.
I thought I was going to be able to
Good
take that
news,
bitch,
both
though.
teams
I thought that shit was
somehow
going to
already
go.
back on the field and ready for the third quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about
Did
the
you
25
swan dive it
line
at
to
the one like he did
24-yard
against
line.
Dallas and just left
The
it laying
Bengal
there?
offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because
I'd have
what you
flipped
really
shit.
want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win.
So
can be
before
taken
you knew
with
it, you
another
had a
score.
touchdown.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
That's the thing about those fucking sweeps, man.
They'll set up a throw. And right side, Henry's got it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
Why would you hate
I
that?
tell all you guys, we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to
I
get
was
him
being
down.
sarcastic.
The play action fake. They'll look.
No!
And no escape
No!
this time as he'll go down.
I had
They got another
one-on-one.
sack.
I had fucking John Ross going to be open deep, man.
And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Bengals bring out their punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
That shit was touchdown if I launched
He
that.
gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he fields it cleanly. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll begin the drive with a jive. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Start trying
If
that.
they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Here we go. Blue, landing.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw.
I'm assuming you count that out the hard way.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8.
And it's heartbreaking because that once in a while is always against you. Like, it never happens for me.
Now back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues.
I do
to struggle
too,
to
man. Why do you
sustain
think
a
I've
drive.
been
Looks
trashed
like
so
they're just
long?
totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want
He
to
may
get out
not
there and
throw
get
it
something
75
done on
yards,
offense,
but the
maybe
bitch will
take control
carry
of
it.
this game yourself.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
All right, here we go. Blue, landing.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete.
Ah,
Nice
damn it,
hit.
Freeman.
Turns
Hold
the
on to
ball
that.
free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well.
Oh, it was a
done.
damn good
Decent
hit.
offense, just better defense, I think, tonight. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to throw here. And incomplete. The
That was
contact
another
made the
well-timed
ball roll
hit.
free and brings up 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And I was trying to do it.
He's averaging just
The
under
fucking
50
possession.
yards a punt as he gets this away. And taken right at the 35. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
No matter how high your
The Dolphins
catching is,
offense now working their way back
you
on
get
the
love
field.
tap, that
And
bitch
now
hitting the ground.
scoreboard certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
All right, I
A
got
big
some.
play that time for the Dolphins. 42 yards. And the defense with their backs against the wall.
Story of my
And here's
fucking
the
life,
offense
bruh.
is in the red zone. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And nearly picked off.
What's it gonna matter if you let the guy squad? You still trash?
Get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
I know, right?
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Who was that?
They'll drop to throw.
Oh, that's corner, because Kendall had him there.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
I'm liking it. He's playing well.
The completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now
I can't believe my team didn't go after him.
Back to throw.
He took a 1-year deal for $7 million. What do you mean we couldn't have afforded him on either team?
It's their quarterback with his 19th.
No, that's how you fire your shot. Be like, hey, what kind of deal you willing to take, motherfucker?
And it's good.
Well, we'll wait another 3 years to win one. Come on.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Too soon.
This will be fielded.
I don't think you are.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back.
But you've also got a very, very strong Dallas team coming back.
Punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs,
you better have faith in Zeke.
And keep it away from them.
12 yards.
That kid's going to be coming hungry.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll stay.
Oh, you mean the one who couldn't even win the Super Bowl?
Room to run past midfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside.
But see, just think, the only ring that Carson Wentz earned was the one he bought for his girl. But with the way Foles played in the playoffs, how do you know that Foles wouldn't have got you there?
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose.
That or Doug Peterson got more comfortable with him, said, all right, let's open up.
Expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit.
I mean, that's always a possibility.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much.
This dude just stepped out of the end zone and nailed it. What?
Practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Yeah, it's just like, why can't I have a close game so I can talk shit?
Incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum.
See, I would have been that asshole friend that went on my phone and started playing In the Arms of an Angel.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because
oh, that's fucking funny.
Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day.
You should run on the comment and say, that's because I felt bad for you.
On the return. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Elsewhere, second half action at Heinz Field. The Bills, they are just continuing to pour it on. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Oh, I could imagine one. If the Eagles had lost on a last-second bullshit play in the Super Bowl, like your face probably would have been cringe-worthy. Like, put that shit on Facebook type.
It'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
2nd down following the run. Again, it's Mixon. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point.
Not beat home.
Stand up and stop them. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here.
So she thought the right idea for your Super Bowl experience would be to take you to a place where you're not liked and can't act yourself.
48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
That's a little fucked up on her part, bro.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And
actually, you could. You could be like, this is the Super Bowl. I need to be in my own element. I'm sorry.
As they head to the field now, for the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now.
Fuck your family. It's Eagle Nation. I mean, that's like...
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very
That'd be like me, though. Like, I would literally look at whoever. I'm like, nah, it's Super Bowl. It's the Cowboys. Because if they lose and I start crying, I'm not being around people.
Stay on the ground. Again, it's a giant.
Another fumble! Oh my God, what a hit!
Bengals grab it. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Yeah, I went into a fucking big-ass bidding war for that motherfucker, too. Oh! Johnny Ross, baby! Ah!
All the way in for a Cincinnati score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all
That was like, it don't even look good. It's just interesting.
He is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
It's in the 4th, bruh.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
So, my little cousin,
she's
like 10, got Snapchat, and she just keeps Snapchatting me a black screen with the letter S wrote on it, and I don't know why.
Exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success.
It don't. It can't. I'm just like every time I'm like, oh, let's see if she's saying something. Cause like her and her sister love me to death. Like every time I come over, they like hate it when I leave. Like when they were younger, they used to cry when I would leave.
So we got free of one tackle, but couldn't do it.
But like, I'm just like, okay, let's see if she's saying something, like wanting me to come, you know, eat dinner with her mom and them or some shit.
How many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy
well,
catching it, turning
I
into
opened
a
it.
runner,
It's been like the letter S the last
creating
8
his own
snaps over the past
and
2
he just did
days.
on that play.
On 3rd and short,
Maybe she's really wanting to watch Superman? I mean, I don't know.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Sometimes I hate kids, man. That's sad because I work with kids for a living. So I mean.
Drops it off to Ajayi. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make it.
Yeah, I did. Don't worry.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep
as soon as I hit 3 minutes in this game time, I'll put 2 clock on.
Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Let's go.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line.
I heard you say that. You go back.
The offense lining up 1st and 10.
Oh, shit.
Here we go. Blue landed.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Oh, shit. He just threw that straight to my middle linebacker. I didn't even see my dude there.
At the 22-yard line. He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense.
Yeah, I don't know what that shit was.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
Yeah, that's a good move, eh?
You figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They get 14
I'm going to ignore you just fucking said that.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances.
I mean, what does that matter? You're going to ruin them anyways.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
A 4th quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there.
Because they had the Carson Wentz from last year. Year before last, I mean.
To the air here after the INT on the last drive. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked.
Until you get Madden 19's first, or Madden 18's first career-ending injury, the first play of the season with him.
I don't know that was
and you never have Carson Wentz again.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
You gonna tell me Derek Barnett season 2?
2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be
I'm a Tennessee fan, bruh.
Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Too blunt and Ajayi.
And he will get the 1st down as he's up to the 20-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for
Why? That dude made out of glass.
That's one to warm the
You got rid of him because he was shit.
Football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters.
Why not keep a Jai?
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Nixon, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards.
Bruh, even John Ross's speed, that shit's just like fucking retarded.
Sense of satisfaction right now.
Like, it doesn't even, it's not that big of a game changer.
99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, dude, Madden being a hoe and going, well, he might break the game. Might break the game. Oh, I was about to do 2 o'clock, but nope. Joe Mixon wants to fumble.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had
don't worry, I'm
to
about to get a safety.
keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Yep.
Good first down call as a screen.
JS about to have Jimmy Graham.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
Oh, no!
That one almost
No, that should have been a pick.
Far too loose with the football.
That should have been a pick.
Pick. And it's slowed down. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
And you see they're frantically trying to tap triangle on it again repeatedly. Like, give it, give it, give it, give it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He fights forward for a couple.
Holding. Yes!
The linemen, they're already walking
Give
back.
me that holding
You
penalty.
see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. 17 yards for the Dolphins.
I fucked that up.
They've got
I
themselves
didn't
a
break
first
soon
down.
enough while usering. This whole usering the linebacker thing's so new to me, though. Fuck.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Oh! Another fumble! Eli Apple forced it!
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Bruh, he's got 7 turnovers, and only one of them's an interception.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll run here with Nixon, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Oh, that's a great thing to tell your kids. I just wanted a day off. Fuck y'all little bitches.
The only thing that's
I ain't want y'all today.
Mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games
I
played
mean,
in the
at least that's good though. You basically have your kids full time. I mean, unfortunately, not many fathers, when they're not with the mom, can't say that.
All of a sudden, it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for Cincinnati, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
Yay. Let me kill my stream.